Okay, here is part one of the explanation of description of my software that I just simply called Notes. This first video just demonstrates the sketch, the genesis of this project. This is Ableton Live, and this is something I've done many times, different audio files, different projects, but this one I've taken a step further and created my own software which is inspired by this project, and that will be described in part 2. So here we have the audio file. This is the piano roll display in the multitrack. All of these are notes. All of the notes have been drawn by hand. This is about 5.5 minutes. And I should mention, and I just interrupted myself with that. But anyways, that's a little bit of playback right there. What I was going to say before I interrupted myself was that you can hear the full audio recordings of this file and the things that I'll be demonstrating in the second video, part 2. In the album, the album is linked to in the video description. I'm just going to show you how drawing these notes. This is what inspired this software. This is the process of creation. So this is a form that's familiar in my work. If you're familiar with my work, you've seen it many times. It's just a roughly even scattering, and it's a structure that I use which is very simple, and it allows me to it is a form of composition, but it's a very simple form of composition, so it ends up being a very mundane task, and it allows me to just relax and let my mind drift. And it is, doing this kind of work is kind of a meditation. It's kind of therapeutic. So, and while I'm doing it, everything that I'm feeling and thinking is encoded in these notes, in these forms, and it's this simple kind of architecture, so it's not bogged down with too much intention and composition, and the reason for that is so that I can read the material and conduct different experiments on it and look at it in different ways, and it sort of this simple form facilitates that. I'll be explaining that a bit more in the next video. But anyways, this is something I look at as kind of a noise of consciousness, and I'm sort of thinking of the digital noise. If you've ever had dial-up, when you log on, that sort of digital noise, this is a bit inspired by that, and a million other things, a million other digital noises. But it's just meant to be a constant stream of noise, and the key is that it's done by hand, so the human gesture is pivotal, central to this work, because I want the human gesture to be part of it. It is through the human gesture, it is that I'm able to, like every human gesture, every gesture by a living creature contains information in it that conveys a living presence. So it is that information in all of our gestures that I'm studying and employing different strategies to reveal through this simple structure. And so I played a little bit for you. I'll play a little bit more. Okay, so I don't know how many notes this is. 30,000, I don't know. Anyways, So the software that I've done recreates this piano roll. So high to low notes, high to low notes, and left to right is time. I think most people are familiar with this by now. And my software recreates that, but the key to the software that I developed was, while I was working on this, I was interested in the kind of tune that comes about when I'm drawing these notes. Those notes, the order that they're drawn in, I wanted to record that as well and play that back as well. So that's the purpose of the software that I've written and that I'll be describing in the next video. So the reason for the software is to play back the drawing of the notes. Thank you.